G'day Ash, Tom here. Apologies for this being a day late. I don't really have an excuse. I was just really busy, work, etc., and it slipped my mind that I had to do it. So I apologise, and I understand if you have to take away some marks due to that. Anyway, what have I learnt in contemporary issues in entrepreneurship theory and practice? Well, first off, it's been a good first few weeks into the semester. Having in the guest lecturers, I think, have been very useful in bringing different perspectives. Bit of practice, giving some practical experience to us. But ultimately, I haven't learnt any major, things. It's more just cemented my thoughts on entrepreneurship. So anyway, I'm going to show you this diagram which I've drawn up, and this is what I think is most important in entrepreneurship and in your journey in becoming an entrepreneur. Exposure. This is key. So in week 3, Leon was talking to us about changing the way you think, perception, etc. He said that you can achieve this by substances. That's one way to do it, but I think the best is travel. And in my experience, exposing yourself to different cultures, different ways of thinking, and this enables you to realize and see how different cultures tackle certain problems, how the way they think enables them to, come up with a solution for something that another culture wouldn't necessarily see or think is viable. I've had a lot of this direct experience in Japan. I lived in Japan for a year, in France, and then in Amsterdam most recently. But just engaging in that different culture and getting a different perspective is, I think, the best way to in becoming an entrepreneur, if that's the road you're going to take. Exposure. You need to expose yourself. I've written here, entrepreneurs. You expose yourself to entrepreneurs and the way they think. This is going to assist and help you in your journey as an entrepreneur. Design thinking. This is a big one. So we learned that in one of the courses I did previously. Going through that again in class and just using that and adapting that way of thinking, combining that with travel and gaining and perspectives. It just gives you more fuel, more skills, enables you to sort of come up with ideas and problem solve if need be. Now, the second lecturer, the blockchain bloke, I actually got his card. I think his name's Peter. I should have had this prepared. Jason Potts. That was one of the best lectures I've had. I was engaged, talking about the evolution of innovation and the growth. That was really useful because it made me realize that I need to expose myself to current trends, to technology, and currently blockchain. If you expose yourself, once again, to up and coming areas, to new technology, you're able to use this and you're able to look at this and use your design thinking, combine all these ideas here to come up with an idea. It's all about exposure. And this is what so far this semester has taught me, that has confirmed that maybe not the best for everyone, but the best for me is exposing myself to certain environments that's going to help me come up with an idea or assist me in developing something You know, it doesn't have to be completely innovative. But yeah, exposure. You're not gonna be innovative or, you know, become an entrepreneur doing some 9 to 5 job sitting sitting in a room. You need to expose yourself to external factors for your mind to think, to, you know. But for me, I think a lot of the time this course pressures you to come up with an idea, or you should have an idea, blah blah blah. But for me, I know that it'll come in due time with exposure. So currently I'm doing some research on blockchain, because I think that's very fascinating. But I graduate at the end of this year, and my aim is to just travel, explore the world, learn different languages, and then one day it'll come to me. So yeah, that's what I've taken away so far from this course. Yeah, cheers.